Now is GamerLegion taking on Inner Circle time. We get into it on Ancient Mac. All right, let's see where this is going to go. CT side start for GamerLegion, and already they're barreling out mid. Damage done. Onic and Dowie. All right, bringing the thunder, but PR wants to stop it.
Straight through Donut. A side open for the taking. CT smoke bleeding forward, but ZTR denied any over-aggression in behind that one. Spammed weight. And it's Torsen to try to save the day. 1v4 angle and Inner Circle. They are all over this one. Two staying with the package.
Guns are out, though. This is what I was waiting for. I want to see what Hypex brings to the table, man. Let's see what he's got out in store for us here in this round. I feel like there's a lot of firepower behind him. Wrapping back early through CT spawn, though. It's all left to the teammates at middle. And it gets messy. Big plays. You roll out. It's a nice double entry. ZTR forced to try trade it. Gets the backline in. But this is not looking good at all, Mac.
Ooh, HE. Goes just around the corner off the impact. ZTR very fortunate to be alive there after the body block. But still, numbers flooding their way up the ramp. Smoke to try and block there for Torsen, but it's a little too late. There's already many Ts making their way into sight. ZTR unable to connect onto too much. It's Torsen trying to stop the cross. And Knife, in the meanwhile, grasping onto the cave control. Man advantage still there for Inner Circle. After all the mayhem, I don't know how long Dowie can live here. 12 health. And not giving GamerLegion a single inch of information. But they know that there has to be one tucked away at default. Hypex just locking in, shifting forward. Should be able to find Dowie eventually. And now they know there's at least one member on the ramp side and can hopefully expect Knife to be tucked in cave. But that damage is too much for GamerLegion to deal with. Torsen revealing with the sound that it is the white flag getting waved. He's jumping around at red, still close enough to try and assist on the A site, and in comes that second wave of utility.
PR outside front. Ooh, Donut trying to make the play.
Edgy.
Nice from the back line, man. Rez reading them on contact. Hypex still holding. Meanwhile, you've got the CT flank on cover. Good shot. Onk goes down. Still on the bomb site. Trouble here. Ooh, swing back from CT side. ZTR finds the play onto Dowie, and it's just down to the AWPer. He's been looking for a patient pick for so long, but no one's given him an inch.
Oh, Torsen knows. I think he's seen his little head poking off the back there. Silent drop, smoke, enough cover to buy an extra second on Fleerax's life, but that is off the back of a tactical. The first round found for GamerLegion. As Hypex holds a safer line from Donut.
God. Knife has been so sharp on some of these rounds. Again, here you find impact. Oh, Rez left spill down in red room as Dowie and Daddy combine together for some nice entries. And this is resulting in a GamerLegion squad that's scrambling to find anything. Forced
back towards that A site, feeling like he had to try and find something to refrag Rez as well. But in the meanwhile, one of the two remaining CTs spotted, and with Torsen down, they know exactly where PR was playing from, still running at him, showing no respect, just looking to frag out for a sixth. I think it's relevant. And now you all know, there's the knowledge. We shared it with you. Now share it with your friends.
The law.
Ooh, flash in. Flash is ineffective, but the jumping UMP approach from ZTR is good for one. But the trades still need to come through from GamerLegion. And that might happen with a timing play from PR, who almost went down to Dowie. Must have been spotted there on the smoke fade. And the B-site defense is reinforced. 3 CTs here, only 2 Ts. And Onic hoping he can maybe catch a timing, and he will onto PR.
Play made, space created, but Hypex still lurking towards mid-side here. Oh, you would have thought time might pay off, but it's Daddy with a sideline swing. That's a hurty-verty. Bullet straight to the brain. The Orpa sees it coming in crystal clear HD. Peek back from Rez, though. Rapid on the response, and we're in a 2v2. Bomb down at A, but it's not looking good for GamerLegion, and the economy's in a real rough spot. It's probably just another one in the bag.
Rez going to give it a look in. If he can get this pick onto Can and Donut, then maybe there's a chance. I'm still on the CT side for the moment. Flash there. Lovely little poppy. Just to set Inner Circle up for another. And Torsen making a ruckus towards CT, but it's still the bomb that they're waiting to be tapped. And Inner Circle locking in another. This T side is brutal for GamerLegion to deal with.
Just can't find an answer, man. Can't find a way in.
Oh, can Fleerax get on this line? Perfect position to cut off the rotates, especially with 3 towards the A side. Hypex on 8 HP won't last too long unless he fights for himself here, and he'll get at least one. But I don't know if that's going to be job done. Fleerax so sharp on the scope. Able to cut off yet another, and there's also the lurker pushing out an A main knife in the back. It's lovely to see from Inner Circle. In comes the smokes. Hypex trying to go for the body block, but just barely misses it. Still has the edge to try to play around and maybe get the pick. PR trying to edge the smoke, but he's a little too far out. We'll just burn 100-0 without reacting at all. Maybe slightly flashed, couldn't hear it. Oh, Hypex can't find the planter in the smoke. And off the back of that, there's just so much damage done to the CTs. What do you do? If you can't find a pick, you're just saving again already. And that's for the final round of the half. Finally, a couple of picks going in favor of GamerLegion. And maybe, just maybe, they can get back into the site, get back into the round. Flash across Donut, trying to send the boys out. Rez being the point man. Double main setup, and Onyx looking to swing for the first. They know they're on it. It's a full stick. And Knife won't peak in time. A second finally found for GamerLegion. But is it too little, too late? Maybe he was trying to move to that like perfect position on the edge of the smoke. Either way, it is a change in pace again. Inner Circle straight up the B ramp, rushing on the final round of the half. Torsen going to be able to cut him down though, shutting them down with a huge triple. And it's Onyx blocking Hypex in the smoke. He's heard it. I think he's felt it. Knew that he'd stopped for a moment, and yeah, they've got an inkling that he's hanging around here somewhere.
He had that extra sensory power, man. He knew. Seen that hitch on the radar. All right, let's see if he can win the Horde survival lobby. He's in the 1 versus 5. Takes the first peek, and Rez has dealt with it. There we go. That's the end of the half then. 3 rounds to play with. Can GamerLegion bring it back?
Need to fire up here in the second half to try and
work their way out of the dungeon.
That's absolutely right. That's the epic affair we're dealing with here. You've got the storyline. Now see the action as it kicks off into the round.
Is the trap laid here over towards jungle? Just looking to cut off any mid pressure. And ooh, try to send it back, but Onyx copping that dink might incentivize the push forward. And Torsen, well, he's got his knife out, didn't even bother to try to shoot back, hoping that ZTR could be the man to trade. And now we've got a 2v4, which is going to be hard to get back from. But PR looking to make ends meet here. Glock not looking the right way as Daddy again does it from long. It's looking rough. ZTR though, 1v3 angle, falls down. Too many players to get past, and Daddy once again closes out the round. I love it. Just letting all the animals out of the barnyard. Exotic kind of barnyard, but we'll take it. Ooh, bit of action over towards Banana and ZTR. Fortunate to be alive here, looking at the map, hoping he can survive and get back to any form of a safer area. In the meanwhile, though, Rez out of the mix. And it feels like Inner Circle are just doing such a fantastic job at punishing all of the, I guess, star names that GamerLegion bring into the game. PR out of it. Rez not here.
The 3 GamerLegion players, limited HP pool to play with, grouped up together. Daddy defending the doorway. And he says no to the first. Incendiary dashed as well, creates a bit of space. A divot And that's all it is. A small step away from Inner Circle getting themselves to map point on this one. With Tolson falling to Oink. There we go.
This is punishing. They're confident moving in the map too. We could be in for a quick morning show today, Jackie.
I would be blitzing. If they're able to keep this up, mate, I would be gobsmacked. But it's been looking good up to this point. This is at least a nice opener for GamerLegion, but has it come far too late? Daddy's down. ZTR. Oh, makes a play, but look at this. Flare-Axe, no one checks. The quick snap. And that might be the straw that breaks the camel's back here.
Oh, good damage. Actually taking both the T's towards Banana with that little pre-fire through the smoke. Res damn low. But that is going to be an AK now retrievable, I believe. Yeah, picked up by PR. So we'll see how the trades go and what ZTR can continue doing. He showed face earlier, showed a little too much shoulder though, over towards Red Room. And that's going to swing the numbers back in favor of Inner Circle, putting them in prime position to close out Ancient. Onyx just spotting and hoping he can catch a timing, but PR might be able to thread the needle. Rez as well. One crispy shot. Could maybe take the head off of these players' shoulders, but Knife getting the job done, and 2 at long is too much to deal with. 13-3. Absolute masterclass out of Inner Circle here on Ancient.
Yeah, they roam in similar circles, so let's see what sort of shape we're going to get out of this pistol round. As we open it up, Inner Circle T side start. On CT side rather, waiting for the push to come knocking in. Knife at the back of the site towards Graffiti. They've already got a bit of space here. Flare-Axe is quick with it, but site control crumbling. It's a better start for GamerLegion, and that one leaves a dent.
Oh, a little more dents getting made, although Hypex, it's awkward. Wanted to get that plant down, but he saw the push out of heaven, and somehow he is alive. Daddy going to be turning around and will fall to Rez. And meanwhile, nice little sneak in from PR. And all the pieces go their way. We'll see GL take the pistol and find their first lead here in the series. But the force on the second here from Inner Circle, I wouldn't say it's a super common thing on the CT side, but they are just going to be brawling for that short control and almost gifted a little bit more as ETR shows face in con.
Round towards front side toilets, link up with the squad. ZTR running interference. Nice nade though, right on target. Oh, and a great read with a boost. That's some big impact.
Oh, Can getting a wealth of information, playing close towards the front of bathrooms there. And Flare-Axe trying to spin around, but won't be able to get much done in time. Knife has ran into a Molotov. So that was something. Couldn't see a thing with the flash, I'd assume. And Onyx left in a difficult position to play from, 1v4. But beautiful entries from GamerLegion, hitting the go button. And capitalizing on Inner Circle, caught in transition. Hypex from the back, going to be able to take his first for the map.
That's what we want, mate. Bit of street brawling coming our way. Ooh, here we go. They bait them for the face first of all. On it goes down. PR with a good package for 2. Gets the entry. Back of the bomb site as well. I mean, you're tucked in towards Graffiti here, but the nades, it's nice. Meaty damage to make it a bit more uncomfortable. Follow-ups right on target as well. Numbers dwindling, Mac. It's looking uncomfortable for a retake. Knife's down on the side, but he just wants to get away.
Oh, line up there, but the 2-man swing is too much for Knife to deal with. And it's Can looking to save. But with 40 on the clock, this B-side exec is coming in red hot.
Here we go then. Pedal to the metal. PR leading the charge. Wants to see if he can smoke him on contact, but there's backup on the site. Onyx with the first. Trade's good, but they need more than that. Ooh, good work done. Dowie up close, catches them sleeping. Towson takes the fight back on short side. And it's exchange blows the whole way through, leading us to the 2v2. Dowie with a spam, keeping them guessing. They're so low, but PR hits the headshot. And it's left on the AWPer, a 1v2, but an uncomfortable clutch. Trying to find where they are. Pre-scoped, walks up. Oh, time ticking away. This only gets worse the longer it goes on. Exposed to the site, and PR takes away 4.
So close to their first round on the board, but GamerLegion doing it again. Fleerax ready for the jump. Just couldn't get the full connection. Rez flash close. It spotted the fall off, and the two-man setup is too much for ZTR and Rez. This time, I see.
In a circle. They want to grab this one, make sure it's signed, sealed, and delivered. Boost play. PR's been crisp. Can he get in with it? Molly cast forth. Burns him off the angle. Good for an entry. Trade's not there yet. Knife looking, but PR, he's still hitting heavy, man. It hasn't stopped. PR has been so crisp. And again, in this round, he rips through them. PR looking to close it, but Fleerax denies that one. 12 seconds left on the clock. Bomb cold on the ground. And he swings out to give Hypex the chance.
That is wild. And there's still so much money for GamerLegion to play with already here in the half. Hypex almost maxed out with 13.7k after the buy, and it's a faster approach towards the B site, hoping that there's less utility from Inner Circle. And they've already lost a member, if not more. Knife just hoping he can shut the door on this pump, but it's just the Riflers opening things up over and over and over again. And it leaves Fleerax again in a situation where he has to try to do it 1vx.
Mate, how do you answer it? Hitting them with such tempo, they're just barraging their way into B. And there's no potential to stop it. Even in the prior round, like such a manpower advantage, good spot to be in.
I think the main issue is, this round, no one's even having a look towards that A site. Although, short control is here from the CTs. We're going to see a boost up. Lovely for Knife, finally getting a couple of entries. And surely this is going to be enough. If they can retrieve these rifles at the back of Con, maybe even get a bit of extra information, they could certainly be on for a round. And I think this is what was missing. We were talking about, you know, cohesion and the teamwork from Inner Circle, maybe not working on the B site, but this time we got more than that. They got short control, but are they going to overcook it? Knife gets info on one of the 3 remaining members. And there's another. Big triple so far. And the eco into this one is turning out like it might look like a full buy off the back of it.
Yeah, this is carnage. And you're being ushered forward as well. You come up close towards front toilets. Oh, there could be a playmate here. Reel them in. Go fishing with that shotgun. Oh. Good tags though. Rez making the plays to make it winnable. Hypex with a quick tap. Suddenly it's all started to unravel. Mac, it was looking guaranteed. But Onic with a clothesline slams back into him for 2 and denies that. It got a little bit worrying. Could have been so good on the freebies, but it's still around. Well done, we go again. Let's see if the blender continues. Oh, Hypex! Near miss on contact, but luckily Torsen's there to assist. And Knife does get one reply back. He's quick with the moves as well, so he can dip out a couple taps there from the end of the flames, but gets alive.
And just take that A site. Although Knife starting to make a move at a right moment. Can hear that util getting dumped. Eyes on him. But he's happy just with the man advantage. And Hypex, ooh, spinning away. I think Fleerax just spotted him. And ZTR, an awkward plant in the edge of the smoke will not necessarily be for a toilet's post plant, but that's kind of where they find themselves. And ZTR going to fall in the meanwhile. Knife making another move over towards Long, really starting to fire up towards the end of this first half. And Fleerax finds the final man. It's finally a clean one out of Inner Circle to put 2 on the board and start to stabilize the economy.
But a start is absolutely what we needed, and this is a good sign for it. Weapons to work with once again as well. Fleerax has that scope towards mid-side, and it's Daddy that's actually pushed through, looking to make the play. It's picture perfect, even the backup delivers.
This is crazy. I'm going to assume that they missed the monster smoke on purpose just to try to face there, because they did go for the fight instantly. Almost the one-man army.
He was like the, autopilot B entry machine, dude. It felt like you just sent PR in. It was the robot aim of snap, snap, snap.
Keeping a tally on that util, and there's not much left to play with in terms of smokes for Inner Circle. But they are going to start to send the numbers back down towards this B site, and I think that's a good call, especially with Knife starting to take control. Might get in behind the T's. There it is, the activation. Finding the first and setting up an awkward crossfire from Con and Sight. This is looking weird now. GamerLegion, just when it looked good, it gets turned around on its head. Onic finding the last couple, and it's 8-4 at the half. Is that going to be enough for Inner Circle to salvage a chance at a 2-0? All grouped up, looking to pressure the long side. Rez ready and waiting. He's had a pistol round in this time, and he hears these footsteps coming. Tree, not necessarily the greatest amount of cover. Oh, and he won't have those crispy shots he's known for. Hypex hoping that he can get back to site in time. Spotted in transition. And off the back of this, it is long bathrooms control back to Con. Looking like almost one of the puggiest strats of all time. And, oh, Knife in the meanwhile going to be falling with that pressure from Torsen. Julie's in hand. Close range, the place you definitely want to be. And it's going to be spotted over towards Woodside. Glock's just looking to find him, but with the smoke in hand, they'll get him eventually, and there's going to be a lot of space to plant, although no smoke at heaven means PR could be the difference maker. Won't peak in time to stop that one. Fleerax open plant. They've got the maze control, and things getting really awkward. We're having smoke push gameplay. Dowie ready for it. ZTR hitting the ground. And now it's PR and Hypex to try to win it in the 2v4. First hurdle found. But I don't know if there's going to be too much leaping going on. I think PR has full Kevlar still available, as well as Hypex, and you can see they're backing away, looking to save, and it'll be a force into the second, I believe. Gifted a form of information. The shot's coming back. Heaven smoke there, no flash towards short, but it doesn't matter. Daddy doing the shooting and going to be able to open for the double. Torsen trying to make ends meet, looking to lock in the water side. Fleerax actually finishing off Knife there, but the last couple of bullets get it done for even more. And it's all up to Rez in the 1v2, who's been set up for success. Can on 25 points of health. And Inner Circle not forcing the plant yet.
Bomb has been planted.
Rez silently making his approach. Low HP there, down to 25, tucking in close towards water. Separated, Rez dabbling with the timing, a bit paranoid about where the backstab's going to come from, trying to clear short pipe first before he makes his move up. 43 HP, angle being faced upon. Gets a bit of room towards the site, but time eating away. No room to make the maneuver. 8-8 tied up, the bullet lands.
Four-man crunch from GamerLegion over towards short. With ZTR jumping, hoping he's not going to get caught out there. Over towards monster side. Hypex with the head taken. Puts it on the stake and is looking for more. Torsen here with the Hero M4 will catch a timing onto Fleerax, who won't be able to react. And now it might just be shooting fish in a barrel. Smoke there for ZTR to play around, gets another, and this is getting precarious.
Tightrope walk up around. Don't let this one slip. Torsen with the lineup, trying to spam through, but the bullets not quite hitting the target. This one's stalling out a little bit. Don't have the full read of where both of the CTs are coming for, though. So they have that element of surprise to play with. PR walks out, gets himself down with the AK. Daddy suspicious about the top. Oh, sees the sliver of the head, though. Time still nipping at them. They've got to get moving on with this one. Daddy walking up for the back line, got it covered. Good adjustment. Torsen stuck on the site. He's low on health. It's blowing up in his face. And they take the lead.
Done through the monster smoke, and Knife with short control. Has no one stopping him from making his way in. And it's going to be the, 15-second hit. Boom. Daddy able to make the trade happen. And we're down to a 3v4 already. GamerLegion hoping ZTR can lock it in on water, but those flames keeping him at bay. Forced out of the pit. I love that. Off the top of the overpass, just forcing him into the open. ZTR dealt with, and it is save time for GamerLegion. Hypex can't find a thing through the top of the smoke. And that was well executed. Inner Circle bringing the pain here in the second half.
But it's never come, and now it probably won't ever arise. He wasn't really on the board in the first half because, like you say, his teammates did the work for him. So a lot of missing pieces. We haven't had this team firing on all cylinders. Talking about fire, Knife there, burnt away. Oh, it's a hot blade. But is it a cool Hypex panicking towards the site as he scrambles to stay alive? Daddy bleeding out round towards long as well. They're going to hit the bomb site together here. See if you can overwhelm. ZTR goes down. Hypex good for one on the back foot, but he needs even more, and it's looking panicky.
Just trying to figure out how to get through the defense. There is 3 CTs on the truck side, and you're never going to expect that. Man after man going to be found here, and all just spotted. Hypex still alive. They know that he's there. And Fleerax, he's got himself the angle, but he's full committed to the left side. Swing won't connect, and Hypex gets it. Eventually, the streak of rounds for Inner Circle will come to an end. On that line in towards Divider, but there is 4 Ts lurking around the corner. He won't be able to get out of this one alive. He's not even expecting a close peek at all. Daddy with the opening, Rez on the front side, going to be able to triple it down. And the answer found for GamerLegion out of nowhere. Fleerax on 2 points of health. That's going to be a difficult one to find. We'll get the first leg and not the second. Big damage. A pick found, but it's PR to put a 10th round on the board. And Torsen may have arrived on the scene just in time. Smoke's starting to come through on the long exec. It might be good. The flashes forcing ZTR to spray half the magazine. Torsen dancing around Dice is looking to roll him and hope that it's GL on top, but Knife 1v4 angle gets past the first, and Rez tucked away there. A forced plant with a round loss bonus should be enough to get another bite in the final round of regulation. But can they get more than that? Answer is no. Rez langing down the law with a big 3-piece, holding on to short.
If this one is a mistake, it's all over for the comeback dream for Inner Circle. Into it here, then aggression shown towards B early. PR looking for the peek out. Couple taps towards the toes, but it gets bloody early. Daddy comes swinging back around, bullet into the head of Torsen. Rez has got to do it again, Mac.
Trying, tapping, but the HE's just shrapneling him into disintegration. Hypex from heaven is looking to lock onto this one. ZTR across the top, going to be able to drop the bomb and keeps on spraying through the smoke back into the pit to try and live, but the HE from Hypex keeping them in it. It's a 1v1. Ken and Hypex, we are going to OT. Job's not done, and overpass will continue. Good amount of energy in the room from Inner Circle, and they are not going to let any of that energy go by the wayside. Straight out monster they go, although all stopping in their tracks, and Torsen able just to pick them off one by one. ZTR little 3-man, 3-piece straight down. What the hell? That round looked catastrophic, I guess. It looked good until it didn't. They just stopped outside a monster.
Down towards toilets. Try and get a read on this. It's a hefty investment back towards B again. 4 players there. There are tons of trouble with those B-side defenses in regulation. It's been good here in OT. Hypex with 1. Rez about to be asked. And good on the delivery.
Hunting for the trade, but just waiting for the flash. It's good, and so is the shot. Daddy trying to fight their way back into the round. An Inner Circle. They've been very good at playing with this sort of pack mentality. Oh, I thought he was on again. I just couldn't find the head of ZTR. And the other 2 are right here, shifting, waiting, but there's util in hand for Dowie. Oh, and the AWP ain't going to do it. ZTR locking down long and locking down a 14th. Airstrike. Cracking open ZTR, but not quite finishing him off. It's Torsen with the spray down. AK firepower, a bit too much to deal with. And Torsen still alive, still kicking here on 7 points of health. With Rez falling, though, it could be easy pickings for the remaining B-side members. And Knife's going to be taking them all. 4 out of nowhere. And it's just Hypex in the 1v2. To close things off, HE placement looked kind of good, but doesn't bounce off the backboard. And now they know they're going to fight for it.
Daddy does it again.
Big Daddy. There he is, swinging.
Postured perfectly for the B hit. Oh, there's 2 seen. Dowie just trying to finish off the second man, but we'll leave him to refocus back towards Monster as the pop starts to come towards that B side. Hypex caught with util in hand, not what you want to see. And Inner Circle in the perfect position to close out a 2v5. Fleerax on the flank side, ZTR taken out, and it's Rez in a 1v5 who won't get a chance to shoot another shot. Fleerax, beautiful rotation down Con to clean up and tie up this OT.
Ooh. Same play once again at Rez's head. This was the 2P setup. They're trying to make it work. Rez bites the bullet. Snapshot on that one. That could have huge impact. It's a nice opening kill, Mac.
And with Daddy down, that makes things a little harder for Inner Circle to try to fight their way back in. Doing a lot of the heavy hitting to get them into OT. Has been a very solid closer for Inner Circle, but the flashes working well for Onyx to get that first pick. Instantaneously traded, the Knife is going to look to fight for the pit control, but he won't be able to hold on to it. 2v4 for Inner Circle here. They've got an M4, they've got that AWP in the hands of Fleerax, who's also got a nice line over towards Monster once the smoke fades. Should be able to catch Hypex in transition, which he will. But are they expecting the double flank? Only one of the CTs seeing. But that time is slowly ticking away, and there's still a couple of flashes and a HE to play with for GamerLegion. Kit's there, but no smoke. And Dowie going to be able to flush one out, taking Rez, but the time is ticking and they need to get on the package. Who's going to be tapping it? No one at this point. They're looking for the picks and no one's defusing. Boys, you got to do it, and it's a little too late. Oh, Lord. No time remaining. Someone had to hold it and it would have worked out, but they just didn't go for the package. Certainly cost IC. And will that come back to haunt them? Going to a third is not where they want to be if they can just close it in 2 right here, right now. And it's going to be a 3-for-1 trade. Playing for double OT now. Are Inner Circle. Cut off the cross here. Not flashed off the line, can drop the bomb. Straight onto the site. Is he good for it? No, missed opportunity. The two-man peak is a little too much. PR the coverage. Brings it back to a 2v3 now. Can't find the man coming through Con. That's Dowie. And the HE not going to hit the mark either. ZTR. Leaving something to be desired here, but the 1v3, a bit too much to ask for. CTs all just going one by one, peeking. Oh, not together. What is happening here?
They're letting him play it, man.
What is going on? ZTR, balls of steel, and hoping that Knife is going to be able to provide the cover. There is time for the defuse. We will play on. OT number 2 just around the corner. Now they're not too worried about A. Fleerax refresh on the monster smoke, but the flash on the front side and a big backstab getting worked on by Kant. Knife over towards Long, just trying to get as much chip damage as possible, but back to back they go. Oh, he's got Knife out, should be able to turn this one around. Unfortunately, in the meanwhile, Knife is going to be lost. So the chaos giving GamerLegion at least the site, and it's an A-site retake that we're going to be looking for. As Inner Circle still relying on Daddy to shut the back door. Oh, there's another one. And a flash for himself here, just looking to play. As GamerLegion may just be forced back to play toilets. What a place do you want to be? PR, lovely angle found here, dropping kills left, right, and center, and it's going to have to almost be all him. But he'll hit the ground. Hypex looking to cut him off in the pass, and there is still going to be time, but the bomb is not planted for him. It's on the top of truck. They need to get on it. It's Kane with the kit, and oh, the cover's good. There's a lead found. Inner Circle, get it done this time. Inner Circle, not after information towards A. Can starting all the way back on site, but it's the fight towards short which goes their way. Dowie forces Knife off the half wall, which would have been another answer into the round, and he's starting to think about going back to A. Not seeing anything after that smoke. Dowie hoping he can do it all himself, which he can. The flash didn't need vision, and Onyx as well, just mollying off Monster with Hypex posted, hoping with 40 on the clock and a 1v5 angle he can maybe keep this alive, but you kind of just want to keep the AWP into the final round here.
Yeah, get away if you can. Ooh, mate. Trying to give him something to play with, but just the one.
Going for more of a 3-2 split this time. No boost up from the CTs. Knife just throwing that preventative util, but It's the HEs they should be worried about. Onyx didn't see those HEs coming and will be taken out of the round without having a chance to fight.
Yeah, it's nice, man. Good util usage, right on target. Oh, flare axe. Look at the flick of the wrist on this guy. Posting up inside toilets as well. He wants more. Feed him more. There's the second. Flare axe getting fired up, seeing the shadow, but he misses the shot. Overextension on the peak. PR catches him sleeping, and PR, oh, he is writing some great headlines. In this round at least, PR rules the roost, and they get themselves one round at least at the end of the half. Boost up. Dowie reading it. He's been crisp. It's PR though. Man's been making all the plays, and again, cashes checks. Another one. You can't spell overpass without PR, Mac. It's in the name.
Can't fault that one. But you can maybe fault Knife for being out in the open there, not expecting the boost up. Great proactivity coming through from GamerLegion. Just to keep on looking for info, looking for picks. Hypex's going to be playing on the line as Torsen won't actually peek with it, just waiting for the flash to try and set him up for success. Again, ooh, caught on top of Toxic. And still a chance for Inner Circle in the round, but with 30 seconds on the clock, they're going to go for the swift rotation, which will find an open A site if they can beat the CTs to the punch. But they're only at the top of con, and just now is when Rez is going to get those sound cues. ZTR starting to make his way up, but with a man advantage, you can easily play for the retake. Safe plant over towards Truck. If no one peeks from bank, he could be in trouble. Oh, falls off the line, goes forward. Onyx somehow able to keep on fighting here. Fleerak's going to be able to find one more, but it's Rez to save the round. And even it up at 17 apiece. Whoa, that could have gone either way. He wants to find a pick or at least some information as the T's. They've already started the fall back to B, and this is good info. This is good scouting, but Daddy in the meanwhile going to be able to poke his head out of toilets and find one man, but not the second. And doesn't expect ZTR to be so advanced.
This round's getting so... Oh, scary for GamerLegion to contend with now. Focus on the man causing panic on the A side. It's Torsen that's the sole defense of B. Caught in rotation on a crossfire. They bypassed it, get up towards the side. Flearax with a peek as well. Banishing PR. Oh boy. Post plant down. Bomb secured. ZTR. He's had one pick to his name in this round. Left in the 1v2 now. Full tool belt. He's got defuse kit and various nades to play with. Walking his way out towards the site. Did they even give him a look in?
Respectively. Giving him a lot of space to play with. Fleerax posted. Dowie looking to have a head on the swivel. Incen goes to the right position. Awkward. They pulled out. It's a bit weird for GL, but IC put 18 on the board. Next OT now confirmed. Doesn't have any residents. That's why you see the reaggression back towards the toilet side. Although Dowie hoping that Daddy is going to be able to trade him out. HE going to the right place to maybe find Rez there off the backboard, but Rez creates just enough space to live in the meanwhile. The chaos allows GL to thrive. The flash not connecting. ZTR, I think he's threaded the needle. There's eyes towards his position here. IC seem to know and bring it back to the 2v4. Fleerax just waiting. And there's info from the jump peak. He's still got the op to play with, but won't be able to flick it back. And we go one more time.
GamerLegion keep it going. The OTs keep on coming.
Whoa, bit of oxygen. Necessary for everyone involved here. And this time, it's more numbers back towards the short side. They went for the short boost on the short wall, and Dowie able to at least answer. No one can see a damn thing. Flash is going everywhere. As ZTR wants to try and pull a trick maneuver, jumping across the top if he can find any form of information. It's just a matter of picking your moments. And he might do just that. There's cover from short side, but the C4 will be planted in the meanwhile, and that's going to be in numbers. 4GL on the retake. PR still just waiting out this smoke. Jumping on the top of Toxic and hoping he can find Knife maybe over towards the pit side. PR getting it done. and filtering out canals. They know it's going to be two men over towards the sandbags. Spraying, hoping Flyrax can find something in the chaos of everything, and the HE won't finish either of them. But do they go for the boost again? The spray is going to be enough. It's just spams going left, right, and bloody center, but that time ticking down again, and that smoke fading. Dowie shooting, hoping he can buy the time, but I think there is enough. By the skin of his bloody teeth, he's got another defuse out. PR 38, and whatever the hell his death tally is. Man is on fire and keeping GL in this game. Bit of a change-up in ZTR's position. I don't know if he's played this one. How's Dowie on the clearance? Surely he sees those boots poking around, and he will. Good readjustment to find the head. Let's see if RC can close from here. Do they expect Rez so advanced? He's not been mollied out. He's not been cleared yet. He's got a lot of sound cues to play around. How many can he get is the big question. Dowie poking his head back down Con, and there is eyes on his position if he goes one way but not the other. Just trying to relay as much of this information and figure out the conundrum. He has heard that rotate away, and he knows that the A site should be fully defended. So the rest of the troops already down and stacked on B, expecting a 3v4 explosion. PR hoping that the cover of the smoke is enough here just on the bridge, finding the edge, and oh, they're all dead. Numbers swinging back in their favor now, and the reinforcements starting to make their way onto the B site. Makes it that much harder for Flyrax to make his way through the smoke. GamerLegion, 20 secured. Hypex posted, and hoping that Rez is going to be able to hold his toilet side. Oh, maybe caught in transition. And meanwhile, things getting a little awkward as Flyrax takes the head off of Rez. And Hypex may be caught out in the open, still spotting time and time again, but won't be able to find Can. 3v5. And a lot of things happening over towards the truck side. ZTR trying to wrap around and hoping that the smoke is enough to play with, but PR doing the exact same thing. Up on the dumpster, dropping, hoping that the smoke's fade in his favor, but there's not a lot of space for him to play with. And look, we're asking him to go towards that 50 bomb. He's got 5 potential picks to get here, but that is a huge ask for anyone. First going to be given to him on a silver platter with Flyrax, but that's the info that all Inner Circle needed. And I dare say, oh, there's no more to find. 20-19, Jackie, going to be the score at the turn. Oh, I don't know if that's a good sign for the energy. Hypex missed chance. He shot that shot, but Flyrax shot back harder. Here, unable to deny the cross back to site. Onyx catching that HE. Great hands. But not expecting ZTR to be lurked out a monster so dry, so quick. Dowie ejected from the B site.
Yeah, forcefully removed. Still a lot of time left on the clock on it. Bomb in rotation as well, only just been grabbed and starting to scarper back over to potentially Daddy's domain. He's inside of the toilets right now. Flyrax, he's been quick with the adjustment shots, but he's under pressure. Has to buy time for the rotate and backstab of his teammate. Tucks in, playing with him on the angle. Trust in the no-scope, but the bullet won't find its target. Knife eats the nade, but Daddy arrives. Damage done, peeking good. Able to convert that in for a second headshot back on PR and throw an issue into this round. Dragged down to the 1v1. Torsen with it all to do. Has the bomb to try bait out the face. Gets the info on the jump spot as well. Pressure on now. Bomb planted, AK in his hands.
Space created. And Torsen on the short side is red. Can getting it done. The A site is Daddy's domain. GL usually good at figuring out these rounds off the back of tacticals. So we'll see if this is going to be another classic one. And Flyrax, the same opening. Deja vu. But this time with the short control, able to answer for 2. This is looking much better for GamerLegion on the T side.
Unexpected answer. They haven't been able to remedy it so quickly previously, right? And you're spot on. That's what I was getting worried about. We'd seen that play a few times, just being able to brute force down Flyrax, winning that opening duel, no matter who's there, be it the AWPer of Hypex or a Rifler. But the rapid trades give them space, and they take that instantly. Trying to run out towards the A site. Knife's trapped, blind, and sideswiped by PR. This should be locked in for GL.
There's plenty of cash, so you better believe Inner Circle are going to give it a crack. But they're taking their sweet time to make their way up con. And there's a lot of real estate that they still need to try to buy. They did manage to find a timing, although Dowie, with his head peeking out, is a freebie there for Rez. Might be able to find even more. Onyx on the trade game gets the AK, which now adds extra value to the final round of Triple OT. You can see the adaptation coming through from RC. Fleerax not going to con initially, but with Onyx being that soul beat defender taken out, and a contact from ZTR in the meanwhile can't also taken out of the mix. This is now starting to look a little bit precarious as GL teeter on the edge of finding nuke. 7th OT may not be necessary, but can IC do it in this 3v5?
Nades make it uncomfortable. Knife's going in for the surgical play. Oh, mate, the double up as well. Fleerax assisting. Suddenly, this is far more recoverable, but ZTR reads the room on the walk around and dulls the blade of Knife. Fleerax with the flick isn't on target, and it's all down to Dowie in the back. They're low, sure, but a 1v2 still to find. The bomb isn't planted. They're only just punching in the digits. He's already at front. Monster has a read on it. Suspicious after seeing the nade come flying back towards him. But they're getting post plants out of this now, Mac. Pressure's cooking.
No smoke available, which is kind of what you want given the situation, and you can see that GL happy to play the tap. Let ZTR go first on the low health. And Dowie just covering a lot of bases here. Spots the first man, needs to tap it to bait out the extra aggression. But that time again ticking. Oh, shots almost looked good. It's PR against Dowie. Two of the sharpest in the server, and the defuse gets stuck. But it won't make it to the end. 22-20. We do find the end of overpass. GamerLegion survive. Little smoke coming through. T's disrespecting it. Using it as a bit of a bait with the rough mid-B smoke thrown out. Onyx going to be able to take one in the meanwhile with a backside player of Dowie. No one coming in from tunnels, so Dowie in a solid position to maybe pick up a couple of kills here. Going to be able to get one with Fleerax as well. Able to find one across the top of the CT smoke. Torsen. One in the meanwhile just to get that bomb down, and then the 1v3. Good position, but the jump forward first from Knife is great to draw the crosshair and draw a first round out of nothing. Nice repositioning timing out of Can, hearing some noise up short there. Will be able to make his way back to the A ramp in time, and Fleerax looking to cut him off at the pass. Still has the AWP online in second round. That's a big call, but it's big damage. I think that was a collateral as well. He's only shot that one bullet. And it's PR, who can't shoot back hard enough. Big round, big collat.
He's getting value out of it early. If he can keep it in his hands, not get overwhelmed by any close-range pistol action, it would be clean. Onyx does make the heads-up charge in towards lower. Breezes through with the first. Rez trades back. Oh, PR onto the Knife. All right, then. Room to breathe, Mac.
Man disadvantage might make Inner Circle feel a bit claustrophobic given their positions. Dowie will fight for himself, untagged. And I'm not sure if Torsen's going to go for this one. Dowie just trying to fake the fade away from the tunnels. But in the meanwhile, that package is making its way towards A. So there's a 2v2 fair fight towards this site. Fleerax is looking to try and set Can up for a solid kick in. Oh, dink in. And Dowie low. But Can can't finish the job on the first man, so things getting real awkward now, knowing that Dowie was dinked by the P250. GL feeling themselves.
Still, 2v2. Issue is, shoes on the other foot now. It's a good angle for ZTR and a backup of PR, even with that Deagle to play off one another. Molly's great on a timing as well, blocks the entry path. Dowie so low, they try to play off. Flerax with the first. Oh, mate, the tag's there. PR on 10 HP, but time nipping at your heels. He tries to go back for it. It's awkward.
He's done it. Ain't no way with the Deagle you're hitting these. Oh, he didn't know time. Oh. I thought he got on just in the nick of time.
It's milliseconds again.
Feeling the pressure of losing that eco. Okay, Fallen Molly. Look forward and PR. He is looking to take a few more names. He ain't done. Didn't do enough damage in overpass and he wants names. But that is going to be an AK donated to the CT. The problem is that bomb's starting to make its way out towards the B site. No pressure at mid just yet. ZTR looking to control the rotations from Xbox. And has let a couple slip the wickets, so it might be a 3v2 on B if the CTs flood, and that looks like exactly what they're doing. HE forward, flashes, sending the CTs right on in. Rez just running around the smokes, hoping to find something. We'll be able to take a head off of Flerax, but there's still two more to find, and he's hoping that ZTR can arrive on the scene in time. Over towards Car, has some coverage, but the CTs now just tucked in on the back of site. ZTR won't win the fight, and it's all up to Rez. It'll boil down to a timing. Head down, hoping that the CT don't expect his position here. As Dowie fires warning shots, there is the chance that he's gone back to the window side. But Knife and Dowie wanting to fight this one together and not give him opportunities to have isolated fights. That's the info that he needs, and it's all going to be a tap game. And this time Dowie wins it.
There we go. Obviously, Flerax scoped up here for the cross. He's been very quick with his adjustments. Let's see if he's good now. PR hit instantly. Oh, you thought maybe they'd line up for him, but it's Rez and Hypex to play off one another and start to create enough space to at least get the bomb planted. Knife is close though. A1S right on the precipice of making a play out towards the site. ZTR with a D, smites back, but he's good for a double up, and it's looking uncomfortable. All on the Deagle Blaze with 2 HP, but that blade is sharper. And they stab straight back. Another one on the retake. 4 rounds now on Dust 2.
Going heavy towards B early on, expecting GamerLegion to maybe bring it back this direction. Dowie looking to take point with Onyx ready just to drop some extra utility. We'll have to play his life now, knowing that that is going to be the bomb spotted at uppers. And PR lurking out. No one controlling mid at all. Feels like, oh, can look back just in time. He will. Beautiful timing on the swivel. And Onyx with the MP9 playing close towards that smoke.
Just shy of about 45 seconds left on the timer as well. So room to breathe, but still have to move towards that site. Push comes to shove, and Knife's there. Any Hypex left, and now this is basically a recoverable. Oh, nice damage out though. Gets the first bit in, but you've told them where you are and they'll all come a-running. Just wanted to close this. Hypex left for 14 HP. Nade thrown towards him. And the kitchen sink in the end.
Okay, making a play. There's 2 Ts here, and Torsen, he does have a gap, which is beautifully held onto. Onyx to force back, and surely they know that Flerax was here too.
Snap reaction again. Give him an inch, even a sliver. He'll always be able to hit it, it seems, at the minute. Lurking inside along as well. You've got control here, tucked back towards the wall. It's going to be Knife. He's always so good in these scenarios. Back up to Dowie, another key multi-fragger for the side. They try and play off one another, and it goes picture perfect. Only Rez again.
Just watching his own back there, but also cutting off any chance at a flank towards A-Long. Positionally, just trying to do all the right things. And Dust 2, it comes down to that, right? It's such a basic map. If you really roll it back and go down to the fundamentals of where you should be and when you should be there. And they're not playing the biggest names, but they are looking to take as many as they can while they have the opportunity. Okay, Dowie looking to fight long. Supportive utility is good. The flash is there, but it is going to be Knife's HE, which polishes him off. However, he will get the trade. and keep the numbers stronger on the CT side of things.
Yeah, a little bit of an unfortunate one, but the outcome nevertheless favoring them. We've had quite a few sleight of hand TKs today, actually. First series of the day was full of them, mate. They were incredible. Still can't believe we got the one impact HG kill as well out of body. Shout
that was wild.
Of the day. Yeah.
Impact into a normal kill. So 2K. Not how you'd expect it to happen. Lyrax showing the Swede how it's done. And that might be something that cost them long term. Lyrax, downward flick, a hard one to hit on the edge of the scope there. HE tossed to get the damage, but now there's going to be the AWP in hand. And is this...
Front of upper there, ZTR testing the waters in close mid for the rotation as well. Could be pivotal and giving him some stock in this round. Peeks in, sees the angle in the box, but not going to work out behind the car. Down he goes, down Torsen with the only pick off that Tech 9. And Rez scavenged the AWP early into this round, but no one's given him a chance to use it. Scoped up towards the window. They can just hold raw. They know they've got the bomb. Free fire up just in case anyone's playing on close. They're not there. Still trying. Gets one, but that's all it is.
But just positionally, look at that. Locking in. You got the 1v3. You know exactly where the AWP is.
Depends on the sight hold as well. Oh, knife. Goes for the swing out. Lines them up and knocks them all down. Oh, it's all gone. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. It's in a circle. They are just living it up.
So detrimental to what GL are bringing in. And I feel like the mental game is going to be tested. If there's a comeback to happen, it's going to be a big one. And it's going to take a lot of fortitude to even have that conversation, because in a circle, if they can find 11 on the CT side, which they are doing right now, that is an insurmountable comeback for GL to even fathom.
Yeah, they're blitzing away with it, leaving no stone unturned. It's getting worse and worse for GL to have any chance. Here you're caught in a panicky fight out towards mid side as well. Lyrax with the AWP up towards B. Incendiary thrown in. Forces them further back. The round is getting more and more uncomfortable. At least the window can try and tuck up short, but that's the look in from Knife. The double ups there, 11-1 at the half.
Now I think we get to test how CT-sided has the game become, because it's going to take a phenomenal approach from GamerLegion if they want to get anyway near a conversation back into this game.
Yeah, if there's any chance to switch the narrative up, it needs to be squeaky clean, round in, round out, the pistol live. And so far, everything's looking nice for them. But there's a clash back, and suddenly, in a circle, start to zone in on taking this pistol, putting themselves on 12, and being one round away from leaving this entire series behind them. Hypex with a look up on the USP, Tolson with those dualies. It's going to be a hard ask, Mac.
Ooh, especially now. Dink at range, able to take a name. But there's still that opportunity. And Hypex, he's looking for it, but again, that time is ticking, hoping for the Kukli, but that's not something you can rely on. And Hypex forced into the crossfire. Lyrax taking so many numbers, doing it with everything.
Then we get that overtime fiasco, barely end up here, and you're straight back to just killing it. Unless Torsen can hold back the entire squad, they're going to be getting themselves dangerously close towards finishing the whole damn thing. Dowie with one. Oh, there's Daddy himself with the backline stab on the PR. Doubles up for 2, Mac, and that should be them looking good.
In position to close. Hypex, if there's a time to lift, it's now, but it's a big ask with the scout and a retake on the B side of Dust 2. Inconceivable. And ZTR won't be able to do it either. Gets one for his troubles, but that is not enough. And at 13-1, 2-1, in a circle, continue their tirade.